Hey, Patriots fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved New England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. You won't believe this, folks. The entire NFL world just flipped upside down. The New England Patriots, a franchise that everyone thought was deep into a long rebuild, just dropped one of the wildest bombshells in recent memory. According to multiple reports that started swirling early this morning, the Patriots have officially landed Dak Prescott from the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, you heard that right. Dak Prescott, the face of the Cowboys for nearly a decade, is packing his bags and heading to Foxborough. It's the kind of move that shakes the league to its core because nobody, and I mean nobody, saw this coming. For months, people speculated that the Patriots were quietly exploring quarterback options, but everyone assumed they'd draft one or take a chance on a young free agent. Instead, they went out and pulled off a blockbuster that instantly changes the team's trajectory. The rumor mill is going crazy, social media is on fire, and fans across the league are trying to process how Dak, the leader of America's team, is now wearing Patriot blue. This is the type of move that defines eras and sparks debates for years to come. The whispers started last night when a few insiders noticed something strange. Dak's Instagram bio no longer mentioned the Cowboys. Within minutes, Reddit threads blew up, X, formerly Twitter, went into meltdown mode, and fans started throwing around wild theories. Some thought it was just a social media glitch, others believed it might be a subtle protest over contract issues. But then, early this morning, boom, Adam Schefter-style confirmations hit the feed. The Patriots weren't just interested. They had finalized the deal. The details are still trickling in, but from what sources are hinting, New England gave up multiple high draft picks and possibly a player or two to make it happen. It's a statement move from a franchise desperate to find its next great leader after Tom Brady. And you can feel it in the air. This isn't just another trade. It's a thunderclap across the NFL sky. For the Cowboys, it's heartbreak and disbelief. For the Patriots, it's hope, swagger, and a bold new beginning. What makes this so jaw-dropping is that Dak Prescott wasn't exactly rumored to be on the move. Just a few weeks ago, Jerry Jones had stood in front of cameras assuring fans that Dak was our guy. Those were his exact words. So what changed? Insiders are whispering that tension had been building behind the scenes. Contract extensions were dragging on, negotiations were reportedly icy, and after another disappointing playoff run, it seems like both sides started losing patience. Dallas, for all its glitz and marketing power, hasn't sniffed a Super Bowl in decades, and the finger-pointing has been endless. Some blamed the coaching, others blamed the defense, and of course, some turned their sights on Dak himself. Maybe both parties realized it was time for a clean break. Still, the idea of him walking out of AT&T Stadium and into the historic halls of Gillette feels like something out of a movie, one where you have to keep reminding yourself this is actually happening. In New England, the reaction has been nothing short of electric. After years of struggling to find consistency under center, Patriots fans are finally daring to dream again. Since Brady left, it's been a carousel, Cam Newton's brief stint, Mac Jones' ups and downs, and a general sense that the dynasty era had truly ended. But with Dak coming in, that narrative might be about to change. He's not just a quarterback. He's a leader, a locker room voice, a player who knows the pressure that comes with expectations. Sure, he's had his critics, but you can't deny the man's resume. Multiple playoff appearances, a solid arm, athleticism, and perhaps most importantly, that fire. You can already imagine him walking into the Patriots facility, shaking hands with Robert Kraft, and saying, "Let's build something special." It's cinematic, it's emotional, and it's pure football drama at its finest. The bigger question now is how this move reshapes both franchises. For Dallas, this could mark the start of a new era. Maybe they'll draft a young QB, maybe they'll swing for another veteran, but one thing's for sure. The Cowboys just lost their face of the franchise. For New England, this is a gamble. They've committed to a quarterback who's still searching for his first Super Bowl ring, and they're hoping that a change of scenery, plus Bill Belichick's system, if he even stays, might unlock a version of Dak we've never seen before. It's risky, it's bold, but it's also fascinating. The NFL thrives on storylines like this. The rebirths, the second chances, the revenge arcs. You can already sense the hype building for that inevitable Patriots versus Cowboys matchup. It's going to be must-watch TV, no doubt about it. And speaking of Belichick, you can't help but wonder if this move is tied to his future as well. Rumors have been floating for months about possible internal tension between the legendary coach and the front office. Maybe this trade signals a fresh alignment, a shared vision between Kraft and Belichick to bring New England back into contention. Or maybe, just maybe, this is the first domino in a much bigger offseason shakeup. Either way, the Patriots have just made themselves relevant again. They've injected adrenaline into a fan base that's been starving for excitement. From sports talk radio to barbershop debates, everyone's talking about one thing: Dak Prescott in a Patriots uniform. Let that sink in. The star of the Cowboys, the face of America's team, now leading the team that defined the word dynasty. Unbelievable. If this trade actually holds up once the official paperwork drops, we're talking about a paradigm shift in the NFL. It's the kind of deal that rewrites both teams' identities overnight. Think about it. The Cowboys have been built around Dak since 2016. He was their steady hand through chaos, their marketing centerpiece, the guy who took over after Tony Romo and carried the torch. Losing him isn't just a roster move. It's emotional, symbolic, and seismic. For New England, though, it's the breath of life they've been waiting for. The last few seasons have been rough, marked by inconsistency and frustration. Fans had started to question if the Patriots' golden age was gone forever. But now, with Dak arriving, optimism has returned in waves. Merchandise sales are already spiking, ticket demand is through the roof, and suddenly the AFC East just got a whole lot more interesting. Imagine those battles with Josh Allen and the Bills, or the chess matches against the Jets' defense. This is what the league needed, a new narrative with fire in its veins. Of course, the skeptics are already lining up. Social media is flooded with debates. Is Dak really the guy to bring the Patriots back to glory? Can he handle Belichick's system? Was he the problem in Dallas? Or was Dallas the problem? It's endless, and honestly, it's what makes this so entertaining. Because for every doubter, there's a believer who says Dak was unfairly judged. They point out his stats, the passing yards, the touchdowns, the leadership moments that kept the Cowboys afloat when everything else was falling apart. Maybe the Patriots see what others don't. That Dak, when given the right structure and support, can evolve into something special. Foxborough has a way of reviving careers and redefining legacies. Just ask guys like Randy Moss or Corey Dillon. So, while the noise is loud, the potential upside is even louder. And you can't ignore the emotional undertone of all this. Dak has always been more than just a quarterback. He's a story of resilience, a man who's faced adversity with grace. From his college days at Mississippi State to his early years in Dallas, he's carried himself with poise and grit. Losing his mother, battling through injuries, handling criticism, Dak has weathered storms that would break lesser players. That's exactly the kind of mindset the Patriots have always valued. Mental toughness, discipline, leadership by example. Fans in New England will connect with that instantly. It's the kind of emotional heartbeat that can reignite a locker room and re-energize a fan base that's been yearning for a new hero. Maybe this isn't just about football. Maybe it's about identity, about two historic franchises rediscovering who they are. Meanwhile, in Dallas, the aftermath is going to be messy. Fans are furious, players are reportedly shocked, and the locker room dynamic is bound to shift dramatically. Jerry Jones has never been one to back down from a bold move, but this one might define his legacy. If the Cowboys don't find a quick replacement who can deliver results, this decision could haunt them for years. The fan reaction has already been explosive, from heartbreak to betrayal to cautious optimism. Some think it's time to rebuild from the ground up. Others believe Jerry's chasing ghosts of the past. Either way, the Cowboys just pressed the reset button on everything they've built since 2016. And let's be real, no matter who steps in next, the shadow of Dak Prescott will linger in that stadium for a long, long time. Back in New England, though, the vibe feels electric. The media is already speculating about Dak's debut. Will it come under the lights in Week 1? Maybe he gets a powerhouse team? The idea of him walking onto the field at Gillette Stadium, with fans roaring and cameras flashing, is the stuff of legend. You can picture it now. The first snap, the first touchdown, the first victory speech. The Patriots social media team is probably crafting the perfect "Welcome to New England" post as we speak. And beyond the hype, their strategy, Dak's playstyle, fits a modern offensive scheme. His mobility, quick decision-making, and composure under pressure could blend beautifully with what the Patriots have been trying to build. It's not just about replacing Mac Jones. It's about reinventing the Patriots' offensive identity entirely. At the end of the day, whether this move becomes a masterstroke or a disaster, it's one of the most thrilling developments in recent memory. The Patriots took a massive swing, and the Cowboys let go of their most recognizable player. The ripple effects will be felt across every sports talk show, every pre-game panel, and every fantasy league in the country. But for now, it's all about the excitement, the unknown, and the possibilities. Because when the dust settles, one thing is certain. The NFL just got its next great storyline. Dak Prescott, the cowboy who became a Patriot, is about to embark on a journey that could either crown him as the comeback king or bury him under impossible expectations. Either way, we'll be watching every snap, every headline, every heartbeat of this saga. Buckle up, football fans. This one's just getting started. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. And here's the thing. This move doesn't just change teams, it changes narratives. Dak Prescott has always been caught between two extremes. Loved by some, doubted by others. In Dallas, every throw was scrutinized, every loss exaggerated, every win never quite enough. But now, stepping into the Patriots system, he has a clean slate, a chance to redefine his legacy in the shadow of Tom Brady, the greatest of all time. That's not pressure, that's opportunity. Imagine the headlines if Dak leads the Patriots back to playoff relevance, or even deeper. Imagine the storyline if he takes them to a Super Bowl. It would be redemption at the highest level. From the star of America's team to the general of the most disciplined dynasty the NFL has ever seen. This isn't just a transfer. It's an act of reinvention, the kind that turns players into legends or breaks them completely. And right now, Dak seems ready to bet on himself like never before. Behind the scenes, whispers suggest that Robert Kraft personally pushed for this deal. Apparently, he's been frustrated with the team's stagnant offense and declining fan energy. Bringing in Dak isn't just a football move, it's a business statement. The Patriots needed a spark, something to make the brand shine again, and Prescott brings that charisma in spades. He's polished, media-trained, confident, the kind of personality that fits perfectly into the spotlight of New England. Sources even claim Kraft reached out to Dak personally before the deal was finalized, emphasizing that he wanted him not just as a player, but as the face of the new Patriots era. It's a bold message to the league. The Patriots aren't content with fading into mediocrity. They want to matter again, and they're betting that Dak Prescott is the man to make it happen. Still, for all the excitement, one question lingers. Can Dak truly handle the ghost of Brady? Every quarterback who's come through Foxborough since 2020 has carried that invisible weight on their shoulders. The comparisons are relentless, the expectations impossible. But maybe that's exactly what Dak needs. A challenge so big that it forces him to elevate beyond what anyone's ever seen from him. He's got the tools, the mindset, and now the motivation. This is the kind of story the NFL was made for. Pressure, legacy, redemption, and the pursuit of greatness. Whether it ends in triumph or heartbreak, it's going to be unforgettable. Because when Dak Prescott takes that first snap in a Patriots uniform, it won't just be the start of a new season. It'll be the dawn of a new chapter in NFL history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.